Hello, my dear children. How are you all? I hope you all are doing very well. I, Shama Parveen, welcome you all in my session. Okay, so what we are going to start in our today's session. You can see on your screen, we are going to start with food. I hope each and everyone have different types of favorite food. Okay, so in this chapter, we are going to see types of food, what is the definition of balanced diet, water, and what are the sources of our food. Okay, my dear students. So let's start the chapter. Food is our most basic need. Okay, so in class 1, you already studied about our basic need. What are our basic need? Food, water, clothes, and shelter. Okay, see now food is our most basic need. So the most basic need of any human being is food. We cannot live without it. Without eating food, we can't survive. Okay? Food help us grow. And food help us to grow. It gives us energy to work well. And by eating food, we get energy. Okay? It keeps us healthy and strong. And food not only give us energy, but it keeps us healthy and strong. It also help us fight diseases. Okay, so if you are eating a good quality of food, okay, with good quantity, then you can develop an immune system which is very strong, through which you can fight any kind of disease. Okay, so my dear students, you can see why food we need. Okay, because without food we can't survive. Now, types of food. As you know, there are different types of food. So let's see what are those different types of food. We eat a variety of food. They help us in different ways. Okay, so we eat different types of varieties of food. Okay, and now food help us in different ways. First type of food is your body building food. Okay, so the first category of your food is the food which help us to build our body. Now what are those foods? Let's see. Some foods help us grow. Okay, so some food literally help us to grow. They are called body building food, and the foods which help us to grow our body is called as body building food. Okay, milk and milk products, pulses, beans, peas, eggs, and meats are example of body building foods. So my dear students, you can see on your screen the body building foods are, what are those body building foods? Milk, pulses, and egg and meat. Okay, so all these are examples of bodybuilding food. Now the second type of food after bodybuilding food is energy giving food. Okay, now what food, by eating what food we are going to get energy? Some foods give us energy. Okay, some foods give us energy, like they are called energy giving food, and the example of this energy giving foods are chapatis, bread, rice, potato, rib food, oil, ghee, honey, butter, and nuts are the examples of energy giving food. So my dear students, you can see on your screen all these are the examples of energy giving food. Okay, like chapatis, rice, potato, oil, butter, honey, and nuts. Okay, so all these are examples of energy giving food. Now here comes the third type of food. The third type of food is protective foods. Okay, so the third type of food is protective foods. Some foods keeps us healthy and protect us from diseases. They are called protective foods. Okay, so now what is the meaning of protective foods? You know what, my dear students? Some foods literally help us to keep our body healthy and give protection from diseases. So all this type of foods are called as protective foods. Okay, now what are the examples of protective foods? Let's see. Fresh fruits, vegetables, and milks are examples of protective foods. Protective foods are rich in vitamins and minerals. Okay, now the examples of protective food are fruits, vegetables and milk. So all these are examples of protective food. Now here you can see a new term, balanced diet. What is the meaning of balanced diet? You can see, to stay healthy and strong, we must eat different kind of food in a right quantity. Okay, this kind of diet is called a balanced diet. Okay, my dear students, so what is the meaning of balanced diet? See, different kind of foods we need for our survival. We need protective foods, we need energy giving food. Okay, so we have to eat all kind of food, okay, because our body needs vitamins, proteins, minerals, fibers, etc. Okay, suppose you like eating fruits, okay, you literally love eating fruits, but you are only eating fruits, you are not consuming any type of vegetables. Is it good for your health? No. Okay, so our proper growth we need, okay, so for our proper growth, my dear children, we need balanced diet. Okay, if you are going to eat fruits, then you also have to eat veggies, okay, green leafy veggies. Okay, so this balance is called as balanced diet. Here you can see, okay, here you can see, this is called as balanced diet. Okay, now there are different groups of food, including food items from each group in our diet makes a balanced diet. Now there are different kinds of food, you know it, okay, including food item from each group in our diet makes a balanced diet. As I already told you, okay, if you love eating fruits and you don't like green leafy vegetables, then you are doing wrong thing. Okay, you are doing wrong thing towards your own body. Okay, you have to take proper intake of veggies as well as fruits. Okay, so all food items from all group of categories we have to include in our diet, and that diet is called as balanced diet. Okay, now let's see. You can see here, my dear students, what kind of food we have to take for balanced diet, like milk and milk products, cereals, pulses, eggs and meat, fruits and vegetables. Okay, see, having too much or too little of any kind of food in our diet for a long time can cause ill health. Okay, suppose you are only taking fruits, you are not taking any milk product, you are not taking any vegetables, okay, you are not consuming proteins. So excess intake of fruits can cause illness. Okay, so to prevent your body from all this illness and sickness, we have to take proper diet. Now here comes the role of milk. What role milk plays? Let's see. Milk is a complete food. I hope you all know this thing. Milk is a complete food. It gives us energy to work and help us grow strong and healthy. Children should drink milk every day. Milk is good for peoples of all ages. And you know what? Why milk is called as a complete food? Because milk gives us energy to work and it helps us to grow strong. Okay, so you children, you need to drink at least 1 glass of milk on daily basis. Okay, my dear students, see, here comes after milk water. Okay, we need water for our survival. We cannot live without water. As you all know, we cannot live without water. Okay, water is a part of our body and food. We should drink 6 to 8 glasses of water every day. Every day. Now, my dear students, we cannot survive without water. Okay, now for our own survival, we have to drink at least 6 to 7 glass of water daily. Okay, now here comes, what are the sources of our food? What are the sources of our food? Means the food which we eat, from where we get them. See, we get food from two sources. There are two sources of food. Now, what are those sources? See, plants and animals. Most of our food comes from plants. Okay, so most of our food comes from plant. Okay, see, food which we get from plants, here you can see cereals, pulses, spices, oil. Now how oil? Because oil is in liquid form. Mustard, before converting into liquid form, all these seeds are in the form of seeds, like mustard seed, olive seeds, okay, sesame seed, etc. and etc. Tea, coffee, sugar, nuts, fruits and vegetable, all these are the food which we get from plant. Now there are also few food which we get from animals, like what? Milk. Okay, you all know through cow, buffalo we get milk. Okay, and milk products. Eggs through hen, duck. Okay, chicken, meat, fish and honey. Honey means from honeybees. Okay, so all these are food items which we get from animals. Now here comes a new term for you, raw and cooked food. Okay, so fruits we can eat raw. Okay, fruits we can eat raw, but on the other hand, rice, wheat, pulses, can we eat as a raw? No, not possible. Okay, so there are difference between raw and cooked food. Now let's see. We eat some vegetables such as cucumber, carrot, radish, beetroot, cabbage, onion and tomato raw. I already told you there are some veggies you are going to eat raw, like cucumber, tomato, onion, beetroot, cabbage. You can eat raw, but most of the food need to be cooked. Okay, but most of the foods you have to cook. Cooking makes the food tasty, soft, delicious and easily digestible. Okay, why we need to cook foods? Because by cooking food become tasty, soft in nature, delicious in taste and easily it can be digested. It also improves the quality of food, and by cooking, the quality of food is improved. Edible fruits, when ripe, are eaten raw. Fruits are not cooked. Okay, see, fruits, so we don't need to cook. Okay, fruits we can eat raw. Okay, so my dear children, now what you have to do after completing this chapter, you have to complete your exercise, which is completely based on this chapter. Okay, so I hope you all are understand why food is a basic source, what kind of food we need to for our survival, what is the meaning of balanced diet and what are the sources of food. Okay, my dear students, so this is for today's session. Okay, revise all the chapters. Okay, so see you in the next class. Till then, take very good care of yourself. Bye.